On November 25th, TBG's manager Boulevard Quick went live and dissed YoungBoy and his mom.
On the floor, I got us keeping it too real.
Yeah, man.
Then YoungBoy would respond.
But if I ain't tripping, mama, I ain't see that nigga, huh? A joke, huh? Don't mix my rap life with my music life. You gonna see, we gonna laugh.
Boulevard Quick was talking about me. But I really got on him to tell him that I'm sorry. I came to tell little Boulevard Quick that I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I made you cry, boo. For real. I'm sorry, boo. I'm sorry I put your name in your mouth because I saw you crying. She looked like a man. She ugly. She got man features. I'm sorry, boo. I'm sorry for talking about you because you look like a ball. You got round features, boo. I'm sorry. She want to be a comedian so bad. You want to be a rapper so bad. I'm sorry I made you cry.
And it's safe to say that this was his last straw. But first, they would have to locate where to find Boulevard Quick. Somehow the next day they got his address, the Lakeside Villa Apartments, an upscale community near the very last exit of Baton Rouge. But this wouldn't be far enough to get out of NBA's reach. On November 26th, they would sit outside his apartment. Bam. At this point, all relations are beyond repair, and NBA YoungBoy has built a reckless reputation. And this reputation is valid because he will literally react to any instigation as if he's not a celebrity. Whether it's in LA getting pressed by the bounty hunters, which he wasn't scared one bit, or at the mall being pressed by a random person, YoungBoy will throw his life away for his pride 9 times out of 10. But for 2019 and 2020, he completely owned those years, banger after banger. Sadly though, things would come to a halt in September of 2020. During a music video in Baton Rouge, a neighbor would call 911 due to loud music and commotion. So BRPD would show up, which kind of seems to be rare. Well, at least given what Quando Rondo said.
You ever been around Baton Rouge?
Come on, man. Come on, man.
I mean, can you compare? Do you think Baton Rouge? What's the difference between Baton Rouge and Savannah? You think? What you would say?
Baton Rouge ain't got no police like that, boy. You could get away with anything, bro. Straight up.
Anyways, they would find all kinds of toolage that YoungBoy cannot legally be around. They also confiscated $80,000 cash. However, YoungBoy was released on bond. But then on March 22nd, 2021, he would run into more trouble. While in LA, another neighbor would call 911 about chaos at YoungBoy's Airbnb. LAPD would arrive and YoungBoy would take them on a chase through the neighborhood. Well, he wouldn't make it far, and this might have been his last straw. At first, he was facing over 20 years, but now it's looking more like 3 to 7. And the judge allowed him to move to Utah on house arrest and record music, which he now drops an album like every week it seems like, but there are 2 reasons he dropped so much. First, he signed a deal with Atlantic Records where they own all the rights and profits to his music, and he has to drop a few more projects to get out of the contract and finally make some money. And the second reason is that he's facing all these years, so he needs to have some music stored. Well, after YoungBoy went down, so would some more key players in Baton Rouge. TBG's top enforcer Late Yoshi would finally go down for all kinds of incidents, one of which occurred in Miami where he spotted YoungBoy at a hotel. He is currently facing 20 years. Then a key factor on YoungBoy's side would go down as well. DeAndre Fields, also known as NBA Pap, went down for the events on September 10th, 2017, where G Money lost his life. So here we are in 2022, and NBA YoungBoy's success is at an all-time high. But despite the success, his personal and family life has not gotten better one bit. In fact, he's inadvertently recreating the same cycle for his own children. And what do I mean by that? Well, he already has 8 kids by 7 women at the age of 22 years old. And between going on tour, studio time, and jail bids, it would literally be impossible for him to be a full-time father. But in his defense, I truly believe that he does not know any better. This is how he was raised and all of his friends as well. And it's possibly how his parents were raised and on and on. It's evident that YoungBoy has been looking for love and acceptance his entire life. He even alluded to his grandma being the only person he has ever felt love from. So it's no wonder that he jumps from BNE to TBG to BBG and then to NBA. It also reflects in his relationships as well. It seems like every month he's dating or having a kid with a new woman. And not to play therapist here, but he also raps about needing his mom in his life and how she wasn't there when he needed her most. But this upbringing isn't unique to YoungBoy at all. In fact, everyone in this video has a similar story. And that really makes you wonder, do they actually hate each other? Like, did they really hate G Money that much to the point where they wanted him gone? Or deep down, do they see themselves within him? At the end of the day, we all wish they could see the bigger picture, and that the little issues they have with one another are literally so minimal in the grand scheme of things. Everyone in this video is talented and a potential millionaire, and if they had handled their issues peacefully, they'd all be on a beach together laughing to the bank. But sadly, this reality hasn't sunk in, and honestly, how could it? When you have to worry about watching your back 24/7 or wondering where your next meal is gonna come from, the bigger picture is the last thing on your mind.